Tim Jonson is a throwback to the old school days of mixed martial arts. You can offer him a fight when he's had a full 8-week camp, and he'll say yes. You can offer him a fight when he's working the day job, driving livestock around the United States of America, and he'll say yes. You can offer him a fight after this thing is over in the bar tonight, and he'll probably say yes.
Man, I love Tim Jonson. I'm a big fan of this guy. He's a real prize fighter. He is, everything about what a prize fighter is Tim Jonson. He steps in, he takes the opportunity, he rolls the dice, he knows he could take a punch. He tested that last week in Vegas when he was sparring. This week he's here to try and land one of his own knockout punches. And he's looking at Memkov thinking, this guy, yes, he's a good athlete, yes, he's fast, powerful, technical, but he was a light heavyweight back in the day. And Tim Jonson's not been a light heavyweight since he was 12, I don't think.
If not earlier in life than that.
And his opponent for this heavyweight bout, fighting out of the red corner, it's Vadim Memkov!
What can you say about Vadim Memkov? He's moved up to heavyweight. He is the prize pupil of one of the true legends in mixed martial arts, Fedor Emelianenko, who will be in his corner tonight. Former Bellator light heavyweight champion. Dan, he didn't lose that title. He vacated the title so he could move up to heavyweight. He said, I'm done cutting weight. He walks around at 240 plus pounds. Did not want to have to suck down anymore. He wants to carry on the legacy of that Fedor team in the heavyweight division. And he will take on all comers. A lot of people say no when they are offered a fight with Vadim Memkov. Tim Jonson was happy to oblige, but there were plenty of guys who said, no thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sean, I've grown out of a few belts in my time, but not one of them was a championship belt. I mean, this guy has grown into the heavyweight division. Look at the back on this guy when he walks in. It's like an eclipse. He's got such a heavily muscled... Wrestle when pressured, of course. Tim Jonson could put him under tremendous pressure. For Jonson, he's got to hold the center of the cage. Stepping through with punches is where he really starts to catch people. And then if he can work his way into clinch and dirty box, that's where he can really put a beating on this guy.
Dubai, it's now time for our co-main event of the evening. 3 5-minute round in this heavyweight bout. First up, in the blue corner, a seasoned heavyweight with a professional record of 18 wins and 10 losses. He has won 3 out of his last 4 fights and boasts 13 victories via knockout or submission. He holds a Bellator record of 4-5, a UFC record of 4-3, and a current PFL record of 1-1. He's fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Tim Fat Boy Jonson! And his opponent is fighting out of the red corner. He is the former Bellator light heavyweight world champion and Grand Prix champion. Undefeated in his last 13 fights, and he boasts a perfect record of 10 wins, no losses, and 1 no contest in Bellator. The 2014 Sambo world champion and a 3-time Russian national Sambo champion. Fighting out of Russia, it is Vadim the Machine Memkov! And your referee for the fight is Kerry Hatley.
Heavyweight action in our co-main event will be overseen by Kerry Hatley. Vadim Memkov in the blue trunks. Tim Jonson is in the black.
Pays off. You ready? You ready? Let's go to work.
Jonson in the southpaw stance.
These guys got a lot of respect for one another. Memkov obviously knows Tim Jonson very well, both for fighting his coach and mentor Fedor and one of his teammates in Moldavsky. I think we're going to see a high kick from Memkov in a minute.
There is the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. Considered by many to be the greatest heavyweight in the history of MMA.
Cut him on the top of the head with that kick.
That shin grazed the top of Tim Johnson's bald head, opened the cut. And that is where Jonson is so dangerous, in the chaos that he can create with a fight. Also, he's got his chin.
You can really see the speed difference here for Memkov, but Jonson, since he took that first head kick, it's almost like he's wide-eyed, he's focused now. It's like, right, I'm going to get you back for this.
Blood trickling straight down the center of Tim Johnson's head. Memkov seen something in camp with those kicks, maybe. Keeps trying the head kick.
The last two, though, have bounced off the head, so Tim Johnson's now starting to feel quite confident.
Drove that one into the midsection, which, of course, is one of the dangers when you bring the hands high. And there is that speed. Memkov able to retreat, get out of the way. Good takedown here.
Very slick. But Tim Jonson straight back up to his feet.
Don't grab the cage, Tim.
He's a big man to keep taking down.
And this is one of the things when you talk about guys transitioning to a larger weight class. Even though Memkov has a lot of heavyweight training partners, if he keeps wrestling at this pace with a 265-pound man, can his gas tank hold up?
Great work by Tim not accepting this.
He told us in the fighter meetings he's got a PT test for his National Guard duties coming in a couple of weeks. So he's had to condition and had to run pretty heavily, even if he didn't get a full mixed martial arts camp in. His duties to the Army meant that he was getting himself in good shape.
Don't grab it.
Here's a solid knees as well to the legs that are really going to deaden the movement of Tim Jonson. Even if he is able to break and get back to a striking range. Nice drag away. Same takedown that Ibragimov was using against Mokonana.
How about that?
Talk about that for heavyweight flexibility. Body lock from behind, kick him in the head.
Memkov doing a really good job. Now got a hook in.
Again, Tim's trying to build back up, and now he's got Memkov on his back. Can he shake him off? If he can pitch him forward, he might be able to shake him free.
Big squeeze there from Vadim. And a tap! First round submission for Vadim Memkov.
Very impressive, clinical, very impressive. Tim came in, he was game, he took that head kick, that first one, cut him open, but he kept pushing forward, and the next couple he bounced off his guard with confidence. But as soon as it came to the wrestling, even the stubbornness of Tim Jonson to keep building back up to his feet was just not enough. Memkov broke him down, and then jumped on his back for that finish.
Vadim Memkov puts the cross back on and the shirts and awaits an official call from SAFE coming up soon.
The professional fighters.
If the crowd here in Dubai, if the fighters on the card earlier tonight from this region, from Kuwait, from the Emirates, if they were not enough evidence that this region is becoming a major hotbed for mixed martial arts, the PFL MENA season will convince you. An official decision from Saif Al-Naji.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the winner for our heavyweight bout in our co-main event for PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. Referee Kerry Hartley has stopped the fight after 3 minutes and 8 seconds in the first round. And the winner by submission with a rear naked choke, it is Vadim the Machine Memkov!
Vadim Memkov with another efficient performance. And you can see there why so many heavyweights don't want to fight him. Because he's not your traditional light heavyweight who has moved up. A lot of times guys get a little out of shape, and that's why they want to be 240 pounds. He's just an absolute ox who still has the speed.
Still has the speed, all the athleticism, all of the technique that he was champion at light heavyweight. I mean, and light heavyweight is a very, very technical division with big, powerful athletes. But when it comes to heavyweight, if you're able to beat them with speed, oftentimes that will have a heavyweight's number. And really that's what we saw from Memkov tonight. He was fast, he was technical, he threw those head kicks a couple of times and bounced them off the guard. But honestly, when it came
and Usman Nurmagomedov, Nia Simone has
Paul
more.
Hughes says he doesn't feel fear. He actually thrives under pressure. He says